drinking wouldn't have allowed me to explore this other area of me and kind of was keeping me at this level. Like drinking, when you're drinking a lot, never elevates you. It never progresses you forward. All it does is just keep you here. Keeps you here. You know, you never have heard anybody ever say that I am really glad I started drinking again. Nobody's ever said that because there's no reason to be glad if you've stopped and you've seen the positive aspects that drinking has made towards your life being improved in every way, shape, or form. It's like there's no reason to look back, and that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm really not even like, oh, I'm 100 days sober. I hope I can make it 100 more. I'm almost like drinking isn't even a thing for me anymore. I don't drink, and life has gotten so much better without drinking in every way. So I know a lot of people hit me up on Twitter about being sober. I know a lot of people always ask me questions about it. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want to form a place where people can get together and talk about issues with addiction. It doesn't have to be limited to alcohol. It can be any other addiction. I know there's every addiction out there. And even if you're having a hard time in life with depression, if you're having a hard time in life with your family, with work, anything, I know that everybody needs somebody to talk to, and not everybody has somebody to talk to. So I'm going to use Ruin Your Day as a platform for that. Every week on Wednesdays, I haven't decided a time yet, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have Ruin Your Day live for an hour. And basically what's going to be happening is the chat is going to be live, and that's going to be used as the floor for everybody to talk. I might be on a video feed answering questions to the chat. I might pull up some music that Ruin Your Day made to play. I might play some video in the background. It's going to be sort of a free-form vehicle type of feed. There's not going to be really a set thing that we're doing. The only thing that I want to go on is I want people to feel like it's a safe place to come into and talk and vent, talk to other people, maybe give advice. I'll be in there if anybody wants to ask any questions about being sober. I can give whatever advice I can for that. And yeah, essentially, I just think there needs to be a place like that. I think AA works really well for a lot of people because it's a community. It's a strong-knit community. You have a sponsor that holds you accountable for not drinking. You have other people that are going through the same thing as you. You realize there's a whole world out there of people that just don't drink. And that's rare these days, honestly. So I want there to be a place like that on Ruin Your Day doesn't have to be just limited to alcohol. It could be anything. You know, like my parents went through some heart problems this year, and that really devastated me. So, you know, I needed somebody to talk to about that. My ex-girlfriend's dog that I really love got cancer. My close friend just had cancer. So it's been tough for me as well this year, and I'm really thankful that I've had Ruin Your Day to talk to you guys about battle rap and forget about the troubles in my life, but I want to give back, and I want to create a platform where we can all come together and sort of be each other's shoulder to lean on every now and then. So just wanted to make this video to talk about me getting sober, my experience with it. Honestly, to wrap this up, being sober is like probably the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Me breaking up with my ex-girlfriend that I love to this day has been the best thing that's ever happened to me too as well. It's really like jump-started me to make big improvements in my life that I'm really proud of. And yeah, I mean, I think anybody out there that's struggling with addiction, the first question you need to ask for yourself, if you're thinking that you might have a drug problem, alcohol problem, any sort of problem, is if I'm asking myself if I have a problem, I might have a problem. Do you want to take the next step to solving it? Do you want to get clean? Do you want to get sober? And all I can say is being sober is amazing. It's great. I would never trade it for anything. It works really well for me. Other people can drink responsibly. I'm not one of those people. I can't drink responsibly at all. So, yeah, guys, I just want to thank you all for helping me through my year of sobriety. You guys really made a huge difference in my life. I want to thank everybody out there that supported Ruin Your Day, all the patrons, all the people that did a watch episode, all the guests, all the people that tuned in for watch, everybody that bought merch, everybody that bought music. It means the world to me. So thank you guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about everything from depression, anxiety, sobriety, anxiety, again, balance in life. My name is Kyle Gray. We're live twice a week, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Sundays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a place to talk about anything. Why is this showing? Okay, there we go. This is a place to talk about anything. Absolutely, it's a safe spot. And yeah, I got some news for you guys. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be doing the Wednesday, or excuse me, the Sunday date for the next 14 weeks because I'm going to be doing the King of the Dot tournament. So that's 14 weeks long, and those are on Sundays. So I'm going to be streaming a battle rap event at this time. So Ruin an Hour is going to go to once a week. Unless you guys really, really want it twice a week. And I can probably do it like on a Friday morning. So it'd be Wednesday night, Friday morning. But it's up to you guys. So David, you drink because you have severe anxiety. Does drinking actually help you with the anxiety? Michael, my pops passed away in March and I've been very depressed just going through the motions. Michael, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. That's really difficult, I'm sure, to get through. Grief is something that's not going to be expedited in any way. It literally will play out how it plays out, and you just got to be kind to yourself, man. March is not that long ago, and for you to lose somebody that important in your life, it's very understandable that you'd still be stricken with grief. So just remember to be kind to yourself and about the process and be good to you. Be as healthy as you can and honor the love of that person and really remember the bond that you guys had. And yeah, grief is something that it's literally, there's like no time stamp on how long it will last. I've been trying to make today my last day, and I really would like to give myself 90 days. I see what I feel. You can totally do it, man. You got it. How's it going, Amy? Mal, this year has been horrible. It's been a lot of fake smiles with so much on my mind. What do you mean? What's been so bad about this year for you? Your laptop's been updating for 2 hours. I can't take it. So what are you watching this on your phone? Yeah. Yeah, David, that's the thing, man, is like, you're not like, see, even you saying that is it helps when I'm drunk, but I pay the big price the next day, my brain won't shut up. So basically you're not, allowing yourself to be in the uncomfortability, and you're just delaying the inevitable because your problems aren't going to go away by drinking. That anxiety doesn't go away. All you're doing is like really like burying it under a blanket of inebriation, and that anxiety is just getting bigger and bigger under that blanket. And soon it's going to be this mountain that the blanket won't even cover it unless you cover it with more alcohol, and it's just going to be more and more become this like mountain of problem in your life. And anxiety is literally a wake-up call for you to notice that something's wrong in your life. Could be something, I've heard the saying that depression is about the past, anxiety is about the future. I don't really think that's a fact, but it is a cool saying because I do think it applies to a lot of situations where people suffer from depression and anxiety. But you need to discover why you have anxiety and really go into it. Go to therapy. Therapy is an infinitely more healthy solution to your problems than alcohol is 100%. It's probably just as much money. You're not going to do anything dumb in therapy. It's not bad for you. It's not going to deplete your health. So how about just every day but Sunday instead? Yeah. Going live every day would be pretty rough, man. I've been super busy recently with this tournament, so I wish. I'll just say that. What's up, Flynn? How's it going? I'm okay. I'm doing good. I don't know why I have the sniffles right now. This literally just happened in the last 10 minutes. I tried AA and I just can't do it. I just don't agree with some things they believe in and follow. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way, David. I couldn't do AA. Actually, to be honest with you, I never went to AA. I went to SAA, which is Sex Addicts Anonymous, which is essentially the same thing. It's the same 12 steps. But it didn't really resonate with me. And the thing is, AA doesn't have to resonate with you to get sober. There are other ways to get sober besides AA. AA is a great program and it works for a lot of people, and I would never say anything negative about it. But if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Your path is your own path. You can do things your own way. I'm not in AA, and I've been sober for 2 years, and I don't fucking think I'll ever drink again, to be honest with you. It's like I just went through a terrible period of like this whole culture hating me and calling me racist, and it didn't move me to drink at all. So I really think that I won't feel that need ever again. But you just got to find really what speaks to your inner truth, man. If you're suffering from anxiety and you're drinking because of it, that to me, from the outside, I don't know you and I don't know your situation, but I would say that it's far healthier to not drink and to look inwards at yourself, at what that anxiety is stemming from. Is it your job? Is it your relationship? Is it some idealistic future that you want but you can't have? Like, is it your family? Is it like some deep-rooted childhood issue that you haven't really unearthed and really gone into? I used to drink because I was an unhappy person, and I was at the end of the day, I was really unhappy with who I was, which is a catch-22, because it's like I would drink because I was unhappy, but I was unhappy because I would drink. So it's like I was unhappy that I was such an alcoholic and such a drunk, but I was doing that because I was unhappy about that. Like, it was very like a weird, like, snake eating its own tail type of situation. I'm just an addict, and I can get addicted to anything, gaming, drugs, porn, you name it. I really do have to work on my mental health, and I agree with you. David, I'm the same way, man. I'm an addictive person through and through. I was addicted to sex and porn. I was addicted to alcohol. Really am thankful I've never done drugs. Like, I've never done any drugs. Just like smoked weed. That's like the most amount of drugs I've done. And I got addicted to sex, alcohol. I've got addicted to work. I've got addicted to love. You can totally be a love addict too. And my addictions run high. And the way that I really coped with that and got through that is not by taking the stance of like, well, I'm just an addict and I can get addicted to anything, so I'm just not going to do anything. But I really just looked at the types of good habits that you can do that are good for yourself, that really do cater towards your mental health, your experience as a human being, and just the ones that really help you become a better person in overall. Alfredo, what is your take on Averb's notion on Angry Fan Radio that had you mentioned the video prior to DNA's tooth dropping the edited version, all of this past situation would have been washed away? I guess I understand his point, his perspective. I can't say his perspective is wrong because he's allowed to have his perspective. Yeah. The thing is, it's not like that was a deep, dark secret that I was hiding. I think this whole situation is appropriate, but at the same time, I wasn't hiding a Klan outfit in my closet. Like, that was a video from 6 years ago that had been out for 6 years to the public, and nobody saw it, and I even forgot that I acted like that in that video. That shows you how much I think I've changed as a person, that I didn't think I did that even. And then when I watched it, I was like, whoa, this is definitely not how I'd act today. Because who goes back and watches every single video they've ever done? Who is going back and watching every single interview they've ever done, single podcast? I live in front of the camera nowadays, guys. Like, literally, that's like my job. And I guarantee there are things that I've said on Watch, on Ruin an Hour, that I disagree with right now, and that I can 100% say that with certainty. But I'm not going back through them and publicly making amends to the world, because, no offense, but forgiveness is something that I do for me. I do for myself. Now, in this situation, when people saw it, when it got out there, everybody has a right to feel a way about it. But it's not really, I don't think it would really behoove me or like really benefit anybody for me to like literally take a daily inventory and tell the world, hey guys, just want to let you know, 8 years ago I made this video and I said some edgy things in it. It's not how it act today. I disagree with that standpoint, and I know why it's wrong. I'm not saying doing that is incorrect. I just don't really know if it's beneficial to take that stance on it. But I'm not going to disagree with Verb. He's entitled to his opinion 100%, and I know that he feels very strongly about the situation and me, and I can't say anything about that. He's entitled to it. Have I ever tried shrooms? I have not. But they seem like they would be an enriching experience if you would do them for that reason. Why did you do your first 60 days in sobriety? Because I was not happy with who I was as a human being. I was not happy being a drunk. I broke up with the love of my life, and yeah, I like really just was like, I can't believe I fucked that relationship up that bad, because I'm literally being a bad person in my eyes. Like, I'm not proud of who I am. I'm not proud of being an alcoholic. I'm not proud of somebody that cheats on their girlfriend all the time. I'm not proud of being a liar. Like, all those things. And I just wanted to take the steps, excuse me, steps towards changing those things. So that was like, I made it in my mindset. I'm like, I want to set a date of like how long to quit alcohol. And I said I wanted to quit for a year, just because it was the longest I've ever gone. I'd quit for 100 days in the past, but I went right back into drinking, and it turned into the same thing it always does when you relapse. It like just snowballed into me drinking a lot more. So I set the date for 100 days. After like about a week, I didn't really think about it too much. After a month, I didn't really think about it at all. And after like half a year, I was like, I want to be sober probably forever. This is just better for me. Like, it's just such a better experience for me. Daniel, my girl cheated on me with my best friend around 6 months ago. I was with her for about 4 years, and I've known him all my life. Now I have no friends and sit inside and eat to solve my problems. Daniel, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's really horrible. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. That's terrible, man. I know how you feel. I've been cheated on, and I have cheated on plenty of women. Every single relationship I've been on, I've cheated on them. And that's terrible, man. There's no worse feeling than that. All I can say is that be good to yourself during this troubling time. I'm not going to try to like be like, well, maybe there's a chance, maybe she still loves you, or maybe you should forgive her, because that process is up to you. And all you're responsible for is your actions nowadays. So I think sitting alone inside and eating to solve your problems is not solving your problems. It's not solving anything. What it's doing is creating more problems for you. Like for example, like today, like along the same lines, like today I like just got the fucking like urge. I just got like the craving to eat a fucking grilled cheese sandwich before I worked out. So I fucking grilled a grilled cheese sandwich in like butter. It was terrible. I mean, it tasted okay, but you know when you eat something bad for you and it's like hella bad for you, and it doesn't really taste that good because it is so bad for you, like there's too much butter on it. It was kind of like that. And then my workout suffered because of it, because I felt all gross. Then I tried to run. I didn't even run. I ran half a mile and then quit and came back. It was pathetic. So that's a case of like, maybe I got that craving because I am dealing with a little bit of depression today, a little bit, you know? But eating never solves your issues. Like, especially like indulging in pleasure chasing. Pleasure chasing doesn't solve any issue, period. Whether that's good to go like sleep with somebody, that's to go like, you know, get drunk, go on a bender, do some coke, overeat, eat a whole pizza by yourself. That shit will never solve any problem you have. It would just either keep you at the same level or bring you even further down. So the thing that you can do that would be good for yourself is to go care about people that do help you. I don't think you have no friends. There's definitely somebody in your life that cares about you, man. There has to be. You have family. Connect with them. Connect with the people that really do care about you, because they do care about you. And if they're not reaching out, they probably don't know that you want them to reach out to you. Yeah, the air quality in LA is terrible. You're right. But it's like I have something in my throat. Pause B. And the great thank you. Sun is solar red right now. It's wild. Yeah, I know. It's super, super crazy. Wild, I should say. Sorry. Do you think sex has been too normalized in modern society? I think infidelity has been too modernized in society. Like, the whole, like, having a side chick being a regular thing that people just say, you know? Like, men cheat being normalized I don't know. It's like, it is something that goes on, but it doesn't mean we have to be cool with it at all, you know? I don't have a girlfriend. No, I'm single. So yeah, but I think that sex overall is something that's so natural and so beautiful that it can be displayed in a way that is healthy. But I think like the way that media does display sex is pornographic, and it appeals to like the reptilian aspect of your libido, where it's like just about fucking, you know, just about fucking, like, you know, like in porn, you know, and that leads into sex addiction, because then it's just about like having sex all the time, and then you get that craving for that type of sex, which is not real. It's a fantasy. Like, most of porn is not real sex. It's all fantasy. Adding to John I.E.'s question, do you think sexual addiction is normalized in modern society? Yes, I do. 100%, Alfredo. I think a lot of people are sex addicts and they don't even know it, because it's not sex addiction. Even me talking about sex addiction to the battle rap community I can tell people get kind of awkward about it, because it is sort of an uncomfortable thing to talk about, because it isn't discussed. But overall, it's an uncomfortable thing to talk about because it isn't discussed. And I think that it's like men jacking off and looking at porn is like normal. Like, if you think even about the sexual acts we do and want to do, it's because we've seen them in porn. It's not even because we want to try them with this person that we really care about. It's just like, oh, I've seen this in porn, so I want to try it out. You know, it's like complete like replication of what we've been programmed in our minds. But yeah, I think sex addiction has definitely been normalized. Tyrone, how's it going, man? Working out? What you working on today, man? What are your thoughts on polygamy? I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on it, to be honest. I don't think it could work for myself, but if other people can make it happen, that would be amazing, and more hats off to them. How do you define sex addiction? Leah, define it as when sex has made your life unmanageable. And that's kind of how I define every addiction. When alcohol makes your life unmanageable, when weed makes your life unmanageable, when you feel you need something or else you won't be okay, when in reality you don't. Like, if you're like, I have to have sex every day, or I have to masturbate every day, or else I won't be okay, you know? Like, that to me is like kind of an addiction. If you have to do something every day that isn't like drinking water and eating food and sleeping, it's kind of an addiction in a way. Blake, I appreciate that. I'm doing okay. Doing pretty good, actually. I've, like, gotten in a better mood now that I'm talking to you guys. Raymay, what up? West up, bro. Ryan, women grow up watching Disney thinking Prince Charming will come along and it's happily ever after. Then men grow up watching porn being taught to be charming enough to just have sex. That's really true. That's very true. 100%. Delts and back. Hell yeah, man. I haven't worked out my back in so long. I like lift with these like sandbags now, so just doing curls and like lateral raises. So I haven't like done any like proper back exercises since this COVID started. But yeah, the dichotomy of that, Ryan, is really interesting. That's how, and also just like that this the world, the internet is like accessible to children at such young ages now that they can like immediately just see like the most explicit porn, you know. Porn fucked me up really bad. Like, I saw porn at an early age, and that's how I became a sex addict. Like, I got really into it at a very early age, and that's why I like did porn for a while, is because it was part of the addiction. I wanted to actually do that, and yeah, it's a super dangerous thing. I did ask want to battle rap, but I don't know where to begin. Slow life. Just contact a local league and try out, man, and just do it over and over again. Personally, I find that sex addiction starts when you set a goal, such as not masturbating, having sex for a week, and not being able to make it through. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you can't do that, it is an issue for sure. Like a week, you can not masturbate for a week. When I first went to therapy for sex addiction, the first thing my therapist had me do was I needed to stop masturbating for 3 months. So I walked in there and I was like this is like off of me, like, you know, doing like pretty much nonstop, you know, and then it's like I walk in there like you have to do 3 months of abstinence. I was like, at that moment in time, I was like, that is wild. I don't think I can do this at all. That's intimidating. And honestly, it was the same thing as being sober. Once you stop, it like reprograms your libido. And especially when you stop looking at porn too. That's like the main thing. Like, just, that stuff is like literally the fucking most dangerous drug you can have, man. Once you stop and you get out of that, it really does reprogram your libido a lot. I'm glad you're doing okay, man. You talked to me a few wild times in DMs when I was really going through it, and that will forever stick with me. Blake, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing okay, bro. Yeah, we were watching wild shit online where at like 9. Yeah, I know. Me too. For sure. Music is my passion in life, and I love battle rap. I'm good at it. Just don't know where to start. Like I said, man, just contact some local leagues and just keep going. And if you're in the Bay Area, hit up Ryan. BOTZ Battles on Instagram. What's up, Jamie? Hell yeah. Yeah, the villain, I've never seen him at Gold's, like, ever since, like, fucking we saw him, like, years and years ago. I haven't seen him there at all. And I actually don't even go to the gym anymore. I haven't gone to the gym since COVID. But good to see you in here, bro. Do you feel like people confuse emotional empathy for emotionally strong? I felt like for a long time that I was strong because I didn't feel affected by negative things that happened around me. Yes. Yeah, I do think that's something. Emotionally empty. Sorry, I said empathy. Yeah, I agree, no one. I definitely think people confuse with being emotionally strong with actually not being emotionally intelligent. When people are just like, nothing bothers me. Like for example, if we were talking about like your girl cheating on you and you're like, whatever, like fuck her, and then like you're like back to like partying or like just like, you know, breezing through life and nothing affects you. It's like that literally means that your emotional intelligence isn't very high, you know, like at all. Your emotional empathy is low. And yeah, I do agree that people confuse those two, for sure. But then I now think it was weak to not let myself experience human emotions. It's not weak, I would say, no one. But you are stunting your experience, because all the emotions we have are meant to be in our human experience. If we were only to experience one emotion, that's a sign of mental illness. If you're just happy all the time, that's a sign of somebody being suffering from mental illness. If you're just sad all the time, that's a sign of mental illness. But there's a wide spectrum of emotions that each do a specific thing, and we need to experience them all. And the only way to do that is just to get through them. When you're going through something, the fastest way to get through it is just to get through it. It's just to experience it, not question, not be like, oh, why is this happening to me? Or I can't wait till this is over. You know, that's like the natural thing to do when you're in an uncomfortable emotional state. But it's teaching you things. You come out of everything in life as a better person. When you fell riding your bike for the very first time, what did you do? You didn't like fucking wallow in the gravel and be like, I'm dead, I'm gonna die here. You know, you got back up, and then you learned to ride a bike out of that. Same with learning how to walk. When you were a kid, do you think you bounced off the ground? You're just like, this is it. I'm on the floor forever. I guess I'll just be happy here, you know? And it's like, nah, you just like got back up and learned how to walk. So failure brings growth. Same with every single emotion. No, boss, I actually did want to talk to Saga about sex addiction. I wanted to have him on here really bad. If you were in learn out of Louisiana, yep, on the reprogramming, that's on anything addictive. Normalize getting help and counseling. That's what's up. Hell yeah, Tyrone. I agree with that, man. Deacon, love what you have done with this space, Avo. Keep doing what you were doing. You have helped so many, including myself. As a black father, I salute you on that. From not hiding from footage in these times. Cheers. Deacon, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that means a lot to me that you would say that, dude. Like, I've made mistakes. I've done things in my past that are deplorable from the path I am on. That being said, I'm not saying that I'm free of making mistakes in the future. I'm probably going to make plenty of mistakes in the future. And my mantra is that I want to make them and grow from them. Or I don't want to make them. Of course, I don't want to make a mistake, but it's natural to mess up. And I don't pop out of the womb perfect. I'm not perfect today. I've done things today that I didn't want to do. I told you guys I ate a fucking huge grilled cheese sandwich before I worked out, and I couldn't even work out very good. So it's like I mess up. I mess up constantly. It's just about learning from it. So I appreciate you saying that, Deacon. That means a lot to me, man. No one, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's important to talk about stuff like this. Hey, Alvo, I've made an appointment to see a psychologist and talk about anxiety, depression, feeling good that I've started the ball rolling. Fuck yes. Kick-ass ninja. That's amazing. That's great. You should be proud, man. That's the first step. And trust me, man, like, also don't have high expectations of the first couple sessions, because you're need to get the ball rolling, and you're going to need to bring him or her up on your story. But therapy literally changed my life, like 100%. It's changed so many people's lives that I know, and I think everybody, if they have the opportunity and the situation to go and do it, that it's a great tool. Alfredo, my girlfriend and I made a bet during the week where we don't masturbate throughout the week, and if we do, we cash up each other $20 per bust. It sounds silly, but it's helped our intimacy a lot. That's awesome, dude. I fuck with that. Because the thing about that, Alfredo, that's so dope, not even that it's the bet, but you guys are talking about these issues that you're going through. Like, a lot of people that are suffering from this, they don't want to talk about it. Like, that's how I was. Like, back when I was cheating and doing porn and, like, just being a horrible partner, I was, like, not opening up and not talking about it. And if I just would have opened, like, up and told my partner what I was going through, she would have been so understanding, because she's like the most empathetic person I know on this fucking planet. But people are scared. They're scared of things, and that's amazing that you have that open dialogue with your girlfriend. That's incredible. Lately, I feel like I'm addicted to my devices, phone and laptop. Lee Gaines, me too, man. I actually am not on social media anymore. I think I've been off there for 5 days now, which sounds like nothing, but it's actually pretty big for me, because I'm a big guy on Twitter, and I love talking to people on Facebook Messenger. But I literally was just like, man, I go on there a lot, and like it doesn't really ever give me anything. It always just makes me feel worse. Like I just feel worse when I'm on there, and it's just really toxic, and like the hive mind is not very good. And it's like, do I really make friends on there? You know, I don't know. It's like I've met a lot of amazing people through it, of course, but I could just meet a lot of amazing people through email or like this channel, you know? So I got off it. So I agree with what you're saying about addicted to the devices, and especially your phone. Like that, when I didn't have social media on my phone now, I don't ever like check my phone when I'm with people or when I'm out, you know? Good shit, rescheduling that appointment. First thing I do when I sit on the toilet is reach in my phone from my pocket. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. It's like a habit, you know? Yeah, that grilled cheese, man. It got me. It fucking got me, dog. I was like, you know what? And like, I went overboard too. I didn't just make a sandwich. I like made 2 more pieces of toast with it. Fuck the fuck up. I fucked the fuck up. Slow life. Yo, Avo, real shit. I've done shit in my past I'm not happy with, but it's the past. What can I do but get better? I respect your growth as a human. Man, you're a great figure. Slow life, thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I feel naked without my phone. I'm the same way, man. Adrian, I'm the same way. If I leave without my phone and my phone's at home, I literally will feel like I don't have clothes on outside. Have I seen The Simpsons where Bart goes to a therapist? Nah, I haven't. Yeah, Texas toast. Yeah, dog, it was sourdough too. It was like the worst of the worst. Like literally, I could not get any worse than that. Video game addiction is everywhere nowadays. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Since we're doing like King of the Dawn on Twitch, I've been like watching some Twitch channels. And yeah, it's definitely people playing games a lot on there. Internet addiction as well, definitely. Definitely, it's just, the thing is also, it's like hard to change your lifestyle with all of those at one time. It's easier to kind of wean your way off of them, right? Like, oh, I'm just like not gonna go on social media during a work day or something like that, maybe. Or like, I'm not gonna check my phone when I'm out or something, you know? It's like little small steps towards it. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of things we're addicted to nowadays, for sure. It's like I was so addicted to social media, I would literally think about things to tweet. Like when I'm running outside, I would literally think like, oh, that'd be a cool thing to tweet. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what am I saying? What about that's a cool thing to think, you know, for myself? Try looking at Forest app. It's an app that rewards you for not checking your phone. Oh, that's dope. That's hella dope. I've never heard of that before. Most of the time, it just annoys me that I look at my phone so much. Because it's usually just people asking for stuff. It's not even like people like caring about me. They're just like, hey, Avo, do this. I'm like, oh, fuck. But yeah, it's been a wild ride for sure. I'll say that much. Is there a name for not wanting to get help? You mean the condition of not wanting to get help? I don't know if there's a name for it, but I think people that don't want to get help are usually in like denial of the help they truthfully need. Because I know I was. Like, I know that before I went to therapy and got sober, it was like I knew that I was an alcoholic and a sex addict, but I like didn't want to actually admit it, you know, like out loud. Would never like say that, you know, because I'm like, oh, it's like I like embrace the extreme element of it rather than embracing what it actually was. Well, I think we have a natural desire to share things with the world. Might be expressed as thinking of a tweet. Oh, that's a good point. I mean, I definitely have that desire, like, hence this channel. I just think, like, I did try to turn my Twitter into, like, kind of what I want to make this channel ultimately be, is like a helpful thing in this world. But I would just go on there and just read. And, like, just read people's tweets, and then I would get sucked down into drama and, like, threads. And then I'm just, like, it's literally, like, me, like, looking at, like, oh, what did she say to her? What did he say to him? You know, it's, like, it's not good. It's not good at all. You're on your phone right now watching? Of course. Well, I mean, as long as you're watching this. No, I'm kidding. Not to get into your personal business too much, but I thought I heard you say that you were the one to end things with your ex, who you still loved. If that's true, care to expand on why? Did you feel like your choices ruined things beyond repair? Yeah, so basically I broke up with my ex-girlfriend. I mean, she did want to break up with me. Like, she didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, but she didn't have, I'm like trying to choose the right words. She just didn't want to be the person to end it. But I could tell she was unhappy. She would tell me all the time she's depressed. And, I mean, dude, I was cheating on her, like, a lot. And, like, I stopped cheating on her, but I cheated on her in, like, the worst ways possible by, like, doing porn behind her back. So, like, there's videos of me online of me having sex with other women while I'm in a relationship with her. Just drug her through the mud so much. Like, I was just a terrible partner, like, in every way. And it sucks because it's like she's still like the person that I think I like love the most, and I won't ever love somebody as much as I love her. But the thing is, it's like, since I do love her so much, I want to see her happy. I want to see her like fulfilled and live the life that she deserves to live. And I didn't want to be in a relationship where I was like just dragging somebody I cared about so much through the problems that I was going through. And yeah, I think I did ruin things beyond repair. I don't think she doesn't want to get in a relationship with me again. I know that, like, after I ended it, I, like, you know, told her that I eventually wanted to get back together, and she said that she didn't want that. So it's very clear that she is happier not in the relationship with me, which is great. That's amazing. You know, it's like exactly what the best situation is. It's like she's happier now, and that's all that matters. So I can take care of my issues, being single and alone, and not drag anybody through them as well. Like Deacon, I'm a black father of 6 and 6 grand. Salutes to you. I'm telling you, this toxic environment, damn, the space is needed. Ain't gonna lie, I was conflicted about the video situation, but I've been rock with RWA for almost 4 to 5 years and seen your growth through the years. So salute to you, bro. Keep your head up. Tyrone, thank you, man. And also congrats, dude. 5 and 6 grands. That's amazing, dude. That's incredible. I really appreciate you saying that though, man. That means a lot to me. How involved are you in Geechee's podcast, and how did having him hold you down over the past few weeks help you out? I film Geechee's podcast now. I film the lives. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but he just kind of reached out and he said that he wanted to start going live, and I was like, hey, I'll go over to your studio every week and do those live podcasts. I mean, it felt amazing, Geechee sticking his neck out for me, man. That, like, literally was something that made me feel really good. Like, you know, made me feel like he's a real friend. And everybody that did that, I mean, everybody, even you guys in here talking to me about this, it like resonates with me on an emotional level for sure. Because it's during that time I did feel like a really, really bad human being, and I felt like the most hated. You know, it felt just like I felt like I did something so deplorable, and I felt so terrible, and it felt good to talk to Geechee and to be able to have an open conversation with him about it. So yeah, Geechee's a homie for life. I'll say that much. Did I film gay porn, or is that just a rumor? No, I did not film gay porn. I said that battle rap is homophobic because I filmed the scenes I filmed had it was like threesome stuff where it was like me and another guy and a girl. And I know that people are kind of iffy about that, so that's why I made that comment. And then it just, of course, battle rap, you know, telephone, it just spun out of control. Honestly, there are a few people where I wish I'd made the same choice with you did, Avo. It wasn't easy, dude. Still to this day, I am still fucked up over it. I don't know if fucked up is the right term, but yeah, going through heartbreak is never easy. Scooter Smith, dance vids. Thank you. Appreciate it. Haven't checked in for a while, but hope you all doing well and staying healthy physically, mentally through all this craziness in the world. You too, Avo. Love you all. Jacob, Love you too, man. Thanks for stopping in. Scooter, thank you, man. Congrats on that, too. That's big. Alan, thank you. Thank you so much. Am I filming the King of the Dot Grand Prix? Yes, I am. Are you at all nervous about anything that might be said about you during Summer Madness 10, namely during Calico versus Verb? I mean, I'm not nervous. I mean, I think in all the battles somebody's going to drop a line about me. If not, have a whole angle about me. I'm not nervous because at the end of the day, I know the path that I'm on, and I'm all about taking accountability for what I did. What I did was wrong. It wasn't right at all, and I understand why people are hurt from it. And I think that's something that's very important that needs to be come out and said. And then also being like, yeah, like what I did was incorrect. Let's talk about the issues around it. Let's get these issues out in the open and discuss them so they could be a conversation, because this country for race relations is fucking horrible. Like, it's terrible, you know? So it's like, I do understand the pain that people go through. So am I scared about some things that are going to be said about me in battles? No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not scared about what Verb is going to, he's going to call. I mean, I'm sure he's going to, like, he's like talked about fighting me online. Like, I'm not scared of like what he's going to say, you know? It's like, I understand he's angry. So is it going to hurt? Yeah, it's gonna hurt my feelings, of course, but who cares? Like, that's it. Like, their pain is more important than like my feelings getting hurt about like some battle bars, you know. And it's battle rap at the end of the day. So it's like there is some thick skin that I need to have to be in this industry. How was your relationship with B-Dot been affected? Also, how do you feel about him saying he believes all white people are inherently racist? I haven't talked to B-Dot in a while. I haven't talked to B-Dot in a minute. I'm sure that time will help things. I know that he's really hurt by seeing the video of that, and I think it changed his perspective of me, unfortunately, which I understand the pain of seeing that video, and it's surprising, but at the same time, if you, it's frustrating for me because that video was before I even met B-Dot. So it's just and I like B-Dot is somebody who I thought was like a good friend of mine. Like, I've had this guy over, I've like let this guy come to my house when I'm not here, like into my home, you know? It's like, I would do a lot for that guy. Like, that guy's my brother, you know? And to know that I hurt him that bad was probably the thing that hurt me the most around it. Like, I've like literally like cried, like tears have come out of my eyes over thinking how disappointed B-Dot is in me. And I don't cry easy, and that's not me saying I'm tough. It's actually me saying an issue I have because I wish I could cry a lot easier because it's relieving. But yeah, I haven't talked to B-Dot in a while, unfortunately. And him believing all white people are inherently racist, I don't have I don't feel like I have a right to comment on that. I don't have a right to comment on how he feels, because he feels this way from his experience that I can't ever say I've lived even one day in. Like, being black in this country, I can never say I understand what you go through, because I don't. I'm white. I've operated under white privilege my entire life, and I can never say like that I understand the pain and what it's like in this country, especially to be black. So that's why I can't really say that I have any room to talk about that. Thank you, DeMonte. Appreciate it. Adding it onto Alfredo's questions, are you at all worried about somebody trying to check you at an event? Like, not even trying to talk? I mean, maybe. I mean, I've definitely thought about it, to be honest with you guys. Like, I've definitely thought that, like, somebody at some event will try to, like, fight me or something. But the thing about that is, if you're trying to, like, get physical over that, I would feel like it's somebody that doesn't even know me very well that would do that, and it comes from something else. And yeah, I mean, I could walk outside right now and somebody could fight me. Honestly, like I'm not like saying like I'm gonna make sure I'm safe or anything like that. Like throughout my whole life and be conservative, but it could happen. It honestly could happen. Would it be unfortunate if it happened? Yeah, it would. I'd be really disappointed if somebody like tried to like get physical over that with me, because I don't want to get physical with anybody over that. I think that would be like pretty fucking childish. If yeah. What's up, Desi? Good to see you in here. I would get all white people are somewhat racist if it was just about how society conditions people are, but B-Dot is on that 5% you could be in shit, which I don't know. Joseph, thank you. Appreciate it. Terrence, appreciate it. Thank you. Rosen85, I don't agree with that. My grandparents are white and adopted my dad as a baby. Okay. How much does porn pay? Not a lot. Definitely not worth the money. I've spent a lot of money being in that industry, and it was not worth it. Beyond the obvious of like being in a relationship and doing it. I definitely don't have hands. Nikki Doom. I've never been in a fight before, ever, and I actually want it to stay that way for like the rest of my life. I would rather not hurt somebody in a fight than hurt somebody in a fight, and I feel like talking something out would be a much better solution than like fighting somebody. Have I ever thought about making a video about parenting in the battle rap community? No, I've not, because I've already done it. If you go watch B-Dot versus Sistar Outspoken, that whole video is about black fatherhood. Like the end part, Dre Dennis literally proposes to the children of his now fiance that aren't his children, and it's about coming together as a black family. Literally, the end of the video is a group of black people holding their fists up to the air, and I underneath it is the Black Panthers chanting. I like faded that in. So I've already made that video. I'm not gonna come out now and make a video about it because I feel like that video is one of my favorite videos I've ever done, and it literally moved me to tears making it. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, who stepped up? That line was cool. That was dope. Yeah, Dre did amazing in that. White people are inherently racist through conditioning, but acceptance of that fact can be the start of important discussion. This goes for non-white racists as well. Boss, yeah, I agree. I agree with that perspective. Accepting of that would be a great point of discussion. What's up, everybody? Here late, but hope everybody's having a positive day. Dangles, good to see you in here, man. My wife is white, and we've been together 14 years, and I'm 33, she's 32. We have 2 kids together, and I say the N-word every day because it's part of my vocabulary, and she hates the word, and my kids think it's a curse word. How do you feel about that, about your kids thinking it's a curse word? So not all white people are racist. See, the thing is, Terrence, though, it's like you're raising your children with that mindset. You're like, you're doing what everybody should be doing. Honestly, you're like educating your kids, and I can say, being white and being raised white, sometimes I wasn't educated the right way. Sometimes my parents would say things that, they were raised not to believe, but like, deeper ideologies. So you're doing the right thing, man. Don't want to get too personal with the next question, but how's your relationship with Dre Vicious? It's amazing. Dre's my bro for life, man. That's like family to me. Like he's like let me into his house. He's let me into his apartment complex. He's let me film his son for that music video for B. Change. That guy will always be like my brother. And he, my relationship to this day is the same way. I haven't talked with him in a minute, but we've just been busy. But yeah, I got mad love for Dre. Blue, what's up? Good to see you in here, man. How you doing? Exactly, Terrence. That's the way it should be. Totally agree. Summer Sweet. Heard Avo is a big fan of black jokes. Yeah, if you watch one video of a guy laughing at it, that doesn't really mean he's a big fan of black jokes. You should watch like the entire 13 years of me filming battle rap and listen to what I laughed at. Maybe that would be a better indicator of what kind of jokes I like. But hey, who am I here to say anything? So, focus on things you can control. Drink water, get money. Take cold showers. Hell yeah, take cold showers is good advice right there. Super sweet. How's work? Work is okay. I'm really busy right now, and I haven't slept very much, but honestly, this hour has helped me a lot. I have hell anxiety for starting the new job tomorrow at school. COVID numbers are rising again here. Is that why you have anxiety? Or just like everything like new job, COVID? You should have anxiety, Desi, honestly. There should be some underlying anxiety to starting a job. Some of it's good, but too much of it is bad. But you're going to do great. You're going to fucking kill this shit. You're going to do amazing. Like you have so much good stuff going on in your life right now, and you're operating at like such a high frequency. I can tell it when I talk to you. Like you got a car, you got a new job. It's just awesome. Like just keep there, you know? Fuck drugs, buy a kayak. Hell yeah. You got to get the water hot in the shower. The heat weakens the bonds between the bacteria and the skin. Literally the most important part of being clean besides soap, science, and shit. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's always going to be people who hate and troll. Fuck them. I hate racist people. Trust me. But I can look at the growth from Avo and see that it's not the case. Thank you, Terrence. Appreciate it. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. Yeah, Cappuccino, I'm working with King of the Dot. That's what I've been working with literally all week, man. All I've been doing is literally like making graphics, making trailers, doing tests. There's so many things I fucking tested that unfortunately a lot aren't going to work due to a lot of things. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this. This is going to be so fun. Not only that, we get like, how cool is it this weekend? 2 fucking events. Summer Madness, it's going to be fire. You got Aver versus Calico. It's like a battle we've all been waiting on. K-Shine versus Chess is honestly one of the battles I'm most excited for. I think that battle's going to be fucking incredible. I don't know. Chess to me is one of my favorite. Like that, like, not only he's really fun to film, but he's just like unique as hell. I really like Chess. He's like become like one of my favorites. And Geechee versus Clips, it's going to be incredible. B-Dot versus T-Top is going to be amazing. Oh yeah, Rum Nitty versus Reed Dollars I'm pretty excited about. And then we got Bill Collector versus Holmesy. Fire battles for free on Caffeine. It's going to be really dope. And then the next day, we got the Grand Prix on Twitch. All for free. We don't have to pay for any of this. Isn't that like fucking so dope? Like battle rap really is fucking changed. To say the least, it's gotten different. But for a good way. The consumers get free products. It's fucking awesome. Oh, yeah, Ill Will versus John the Don. That's going to be competitive. I can't even call that. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that. Am I prepared for barges directed towards me? Yeah, I am. Of course. I think every battle will have something. Somebody will say something about me. Because if you think about it, Verb and Cal, B-Dot and T-Top, Geechee and Clips. So that's like 3 battles. Of course, somebody's going to say something about me. Caffeine is free, yeah. Hell yeah. How does the Grand Prix work in terms of battle selection? The matches are going to be announced, I think, on Friday for who's battling who. Do I feel a way about the rap bars directed at you? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. It doesn't make me... like I said earlier, it might hurt my feelings if people are, like, super mean to me. Because this is, like... You know, I love battle rap. Like, I obviously love it. I've made it my career. I've stopped doing my job because of it. I've literally dedicated my whole life to battle rap. And... like, Verb is a legend, man, and I look up to Verb a lot. I'm a big fan of him. He has the best resume in battle rap. He's fucking amazing at what he does. And for him to, like, want to fight me and hate me and make me the face of racism does hurt me a lot. It does make me not feel good. And hearing some people who I like say bad stuff about me on a big platform will hurt my feelings, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. ND20, let's go. These participants are being released tomorrow. Self-inflicted wounds. In a way, some are sweet, some are sweat. Keep calling you some are sweet. In a way, my friend. But hey, it's all about making atonement and growing from those mistakes, right? Maybe you can empathize with that, since you've probably made a mistake in your life and you've grown from it. If you can't, don't have much to tell you, man. Why isn't Ilmac and Big K doing the King of the Dot event? I don't know. I have no idea why neither of them are doing it. Would have been dope to see him in that. Are you going to work with URL in the future? I hope so. I really hope so. I love URL. I have a great relationship with Beasley, Beasley, Smack, and Chico, and I love those guys. And their brand is I have nothing but great things to say about working with them, and their brand. So I hope so. But if I'm not, they're in good hands with JB, Derez, Twiz. Those guys are fire. The stuff they've been putting out looks amazing. Denver Nuggets, Denver. Let's go, Lee Gaines. Who is that? That's fucking from Scribble Jam, new MC or something like that. The Battle Rap Baby reveal is beautiful the way it was shot. Showcase Black Love for real. Thank you. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you. That was Clayton and Ben. They did that. I was actually out in Atlanta scouting the venue for Genesis when that took place. Constantly growing and evolving as part of the human experience. That's right, Hunter. Amen to that, bro. Eat shit, nerds. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Ruin an Hour. I appreciate it. You know, like, Watch will be back. I'll be back to watching battles soon enough. It's just I need to get through this tournament the first week or two. And then I'll start putting out the episodes that I have recorded a little bit in the future. And I appreciate everybody for rocking with me still. I appreciate everybody that voices why they don't rock with me. I like that. I like to hear people's perspectives because I want to grow. I want to grow from this. I want to become a better person. And I think that's the best thing to do in a situation like this. So... love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see y'all later. I would say Sunday, but Sunday is going to be the tournament. So I'll see you next Wednesday unless you guys want to... oh, yeah, there is a Ruin Your Game tomorrow. Dangles, I think, unless Eddie is not going to do it for some reason. But I think there will be a Ruin Your Game tomorrow on this channel. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Love y'all.